Thank you very much. Let's welcome in Tom DeLay, former U.S. House Majority Leader. Hello, sir.
Hello, Steve. Great to be with you.
Well, great to have you. All right, let me ask you, in your great state of Texas, what do you look for tonight between Trump and Cruz and Rubio? I mean, is Cruz going to win this?
Well, I think Rubio has had a little bit of momentum in Texas over the last few days because of his attacks on Trump. But I still think that Cruz is going to overwhelmingly take Texas. You know, Texas allocates its delegates by congressional district. And so 110 delegates will be decided by each congressional district. So it could go either way. But I think Cruz is going to do pretty well.
All right, if Cruz does win easily, what is it about the Texans that they don't buy into what the rest of the country has seen in Trump?
Well, first of all, they've elected Cruz, which was an unusual election, and they've watched him very closely, and they feel very confident that Cruz does what he says he's going to do, that he's a strong, consistent conservative, that he's a man of faith, he stands on principles in the Constitution, and he's shown that in his time as a senator. So they probably know him better than anybody in the nation.
What do you make of Donald Trump and the whole KKK thing?
Oh, I don't know anything. It just sounds like it's just a mess. I just can't believe that he welcomes David Duke's endorsement.
But he doesn't. I mean, he said so prior to saying that on CNN. He said, and then afterward he said he doesn't. But at that moment, he said he didn't react the right way. I don't get that.
Well, I got to tell you something. What I've noticed over the last few days is Donald Trump is extremely exhausted. He made a speech in Fort Worth last weekend that was totally incoherent. He repeated himself and repeated his stories over and over and over again. And having gone through a lot of these kinds of campaigns, what it told me is he's exhausted. And so when you're exhausted, you make stupid mistakes. And it sounds like a stupid mistake. Now, having said that, I am definitely no Trump supporter.
No, I know that. I know that. And let me ask you two more questions. We got a minute. Number one, talk of a third party. We had a couple of U.S. senators saying that, you know, if Trump's the nominee, we'll look at a third party candidate. Isn't that suicide? Isn't that Hillary winning the White House?
Well, I got to tell you, Steve, it's a result of Trump possibly being our nominee. I think if Trump becomes our nominee and ultimately becomes president, he could actually destroy the Republican Party. I truly believe that.
And do you believe that? Yeah, go ahead.
Well, because he's no conservative. He wants to be king. And when he says, make America great again, it sounds a lot like hope and change to me.
All right, let me ask you about Hillary. Let me stop you and ask you about Hillary. Do you still think she'll be indicted? There was an interview with Loretta Lynch the other day. She was very non-committal on everything.
Yeah, I think the FBI will recommend an indictment. I doubt that the Obama administration will indict her, but if they don't indict her, we will try her in the public sphere. All
right. Tom, great to talk to you, sir. Congressman Tom DeLay, former Majority Leader of the House. Appreciate you coming up. In Virginia, Trump 37, Rubio 33, Cruz 19. We'll keep